Hello guys and welcome. I'm here to show you a bit about NVIDIA's Ansel screenshot capture technology. You can use it inside the game and freeze the moment you want to capture it in some bananas quality. So let's just get the basics straight. The first thing you will need is obviously the latest NVIDIA driver to get all of the latest updates and cover as much games as possible that Ansel can be used with. The currently supported games can be found in the link in the video description, which I'm gonna provide for you. It is the official NVIDIA site, so you can choose your favorite game there. Some of the popular titles include Ark Survival Evolved, the new released Conan Exiles, Dishonored 2, Final Fantasy 15, which looks beautiful, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, The Witness, which also looks beautiful, and obviously The Witcher 3, and the list just keeps growing. So now once you are in your desired game, you just hit Alt and F2 and it will bring up the Ansel user interface. Shut up! I'm talking, man! In which you can play around and if you're like me, if you have the Witcher debug console inside of your game, all you need to do to bypass that is to press F2 to bring the console down like it is now, and then hit Alt F2, as that will make the console go away. If you do it fast enough. Okay, so you push F2 and then Alt F2. There we go, finally. Unfortunately, there is currently no way to rebind the hotkeys to bring up the Ansel UI, but they did mention making that available in the next updates. I read that in an article from 2016. Come on, NVIDIA, what are you waiting for? So let's get over the controls quickly. So WASD is for moving. If you click your mouse, you can drag to and move at the same time to get the best angle possible. Look at that, look at those shadows glimpsing by. Oh my god, it's awesome. You can use shift if you want to get somewhere fast, so that's fast mode. You can't go through objects, so if you do encounter something, you're gonna get stuck inside of that. So shift is for the fast mode, but also you can use control to go slow. So if you want to get something very detailed, you just hold down control and move. So this is with control, and this is without it, so it's much faster. Now don't get frightened by all of the bars on the left side, I'll guide you through all of them. First off, we have the filter type. Now, you Instagram users might find this a bit easier to deal with than I currently am, but you have your filter options, and then depending on which filter you choose, so let's say we got the contrast filter, you're gonna get some additional options that you can mess around with. So in this case, we've got the contrast one, and we can mess around with gamma. I'll just quickly put it back to 0, where it belongs. Okay, and then contrast. You can increase or decrease it. Also, there's plenty more filters for you to enjoy, such as, I don't know, details, the depth of field, to gain motion blur, to get blur like close and far away, special effects, sepia, however you read that. Old film is one of my good favorites. It looks like Geralt is just there. It looks like my grandpa inside, I don't know, World War II, something like that. Let's quickly go back to none and then continue on with the tabs here. So style transfer is, I believe, the latest implementation in Ansel. So I have this example from NVIDIA's site. This is the original photo captured in Middle-earth Shadow of War. Then this is the art style made for it. And when combined, the finished product looks like this. If you like art and you are good at making your own, you should definitely try this out. I'll stay out of it for now. Now, camera and capture is the thing that I'm most in line with. First up is the field of view, so you can adjust it to get close and personal with Geralt. Or if you don't like it, look how close you can get from that far away. Isn't that amazing? Or if you wish to keep your distance, that's fine too. I usually keep it at 100 degrees, as it gives me plenty of workspace and there is nothing that won't fit inside on the screen yet. Roll is used to tilt your screen. You can do it all the way to the bat's perspective, or you can do it the other way, of course, or just a slight tilt in the moment of a battle when a beast is coming towards you to add that feeling of power and fear. I don't know what I'm talking about, let's get on. Grid of thirds is used if you want to get something centered or just as a guideline for aligning your snaps. So if you want your towers, you just look at the spaces in between and you can kind of make it a bit more centered, or you can go up, you can go down, you can move your camera while inside the grid of thirds, and that's basically it about that. Okay, let's shut this thing off and let's look at capture types. So we got screenshot for the first one. That will take a snap of your current frozen image in an in-game resolution, so just a regular screenshot, but it's still better than Steam's in-game, which compresses it down in resolution and file size and also drops quality. So if we go down to capture type and slide this thing to the right, we open up a new portal into craziness. So you can go from amazing detailed resolutions such as 7680 by 4320 up to ludicrous ones, the max being 63,360 by 35,640, which is hardcore if you ask me. The file size displayed down here, this 30.8 gigabytes, is the image if it were exported in a raw HDR format, which you have the toggle button on here. You get the raw file, so the whole 30.8 gigabytes, and you can open up that photo inside Photoshop and then do your thing if you want. But if you're like me, just a regular person, you're gonna disable that and it will be exported as either a .jpg or .png file in a much compressed size without losing much detail. But the file size is like, I don't know, this one is 13.5 gigabytes, but it comes out as 220 megabytes, so much less. Next up, we've got 360 degree mode. That is mostly used if you want to take some pictures and then go put on your HTC Vive or your Google Cardboard to make yourself sad once you realize that you are not actually inside your favorite game. Quack, quack, quack. There's also stereo mode and 360 stereo. Also, resolutions can vary, just put it the way you want. Now let's take a couple of snaps just to show you how amazing this thing actually is. So if you go to your regular screenshot and push snap, it's gonna display up above where your screenshot is saved, so you get the full location. By default, that is the location where your Shadowplay videos are saved. So if we go to super resolution and we bump it up a bit, let's say 360 by 8640. Let's get in line just like that, and if we click snap, it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna render out, it says right here, 225 separate areas, and once it's done, it's gonna display up above that it's processing the file and where it's gonna be saved. May take a few minutes depending on resolution, and once it's done, which it should be right about now, there we go, processing complete. The Witcher 3 Super Resolution .jpg is available now for viewing. I did take a couple of snaps before. I'm gonna show you some of them right now. Let's go see it. So here we are in front of the Same Booklayer Palace entrance. Do you recognize it? Do you recognize this part? Of course it's an arch, but let me just show you how close we are. We're gonna go back little by little, and once you gain the grasp of how close we are, I'm just gonna stop and let you think about it. Okay, so we got plenty of arches. I don't know if you can find yourself inside of Witcher yet, but if we go a bit back, we can get to see that we are actually this is so fun to watch, way inside. So we were at this arch here. The reason I'm viewing these photos inside Windows Photo Viewer is because I don't have anything else. Don't judge me, please. But let me just show you the file info. So this is a 42,240 by 23,760 image. So we can go even crazier than that. But just Look at that. You can even go to the tower and it's gonna like, look at this zoom. It's so detailed. Just imagine the level of things you can do with this program. I did take also a couple of more screenshots. This was a regular one with some contrast. This was Geralt while deploying Ard, which I'm gonna show you back in game as well. Beauclair Palace. This is the screenshot that we took like a few minutes back. And actually that's basically it. I don't have any more interesting ones to show you. Let's go back in the game. We're gonna take control of Geralt now. Choose our Ard. And this is gonna be tricky, but if you get the timing just right, if you hold Q to go into Ard's alternate mode and then push Alt F2 at just the right time, you should get something just like this. Doesn't that look fucking amazing? Also, imagine using that inside battle, although it's gonna be hard pushing Alt F2 inside battle when you're like in the moment, but after the hotkey rebind comes, hopefully it's gonna make things much easier. So this is just an example of what you can do, although there is a glitch where if you go far away from Geralt while inside Ard, his hair is gonna reset to the model and he's gonna be like a bold Vin Diesel kind of guy. I don't know. Anyways, let me just finish this video by saying I have completed Witcher 3 for like 4 times in a row, and now that I've discovered this program, I'm gonna go play it once more and capture every single moment possible. It's given me a new reason to play the game again, and I absolutely love it. Tucson is gonna be beautiful, also Krauss Perch, and I'm not gonna give out anything because it may be some spoilers for you guys. Anyways, thanks for watching this demonstration. It wasn't short, but I hope it was useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Oh god, I just can't get enough of this. God, it's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.